So the minimal quality of life for most Americans is out of reach. But how do we deal with that? Today, I'm going to give you some actual examples of what people are doing to make money. Not just going in and working for some large corporation, going in, clocking in and working your 8 hours a day. Yes, most people do that, that's fine. But what else can you do to make more money than what you are currently making right now? That's what we're going to go over in today's video. There's a very simple strategy that many people don't even realize is there. It's something that they can easily do. I do it, I've done it for years, and I highly recommend it to anybody that wants to make more money. So if you're struggling to just afford the bare necessities, then this is a video you need to watch. So make sure you stick around and watch this entire video, and I'll explain everything that you need to know. But first, before I get to the update, I do ask one thing. That is, if you are struggling and you want to make more money, go ahead, hit that like button, and now let's begin. So everybody wants to make more money, and it makes sense, especially when we see reports like this, that most Americans don't earn enough to afford basic costs of living. This includes things like housing. They say your home should not be any more than 30% of your take-home pay. Guess what? Most people are closer to 50% or higher. The groceries that you buy keep going up. Your wages are usually pretty flat. If anything, we see a small increase every single year, but it doesn't even keep up with inflation. Well, I want to show you something because I have been doing something for several years. I talked about it for many years here on this channel, and it's something that I absolutely love. It's thrifting. What most people don't realize is that you can go into a store like Goodwill, Salvation Army, Savers, Value Village. Okay, the list goes on and on. There are so many different secondhand or thrift stores that you can go to and find items that you can go and resell on eBay, Craigslist. Okay, there's so many different places. Those are just to name a few. You can go on Facebook and sell items. But look at this. I want to show you some items that people have picked up, and then I want to explain why this is the best thing you can do right now in this tough economy.
Carpet cleaner at Goodwill for only 80 bucks. And I basically have two options. So my wife and I stopped at a Goodwill we usually don't go to. And as always, I found a handful of items I can flip on eBay. But right before leaving, I walked past this giant item, a professional style carpet cleaning machine. It's called the Windsor Clipper Duo, and a quick search showed me that they're worth around $2,000 to $3,000.
That's crazy. $2,000 to $3,000, and he picked it up for $89.99. That's an incredible deal. Even if he doesn't sell it, okay, he could rent it out. He could sell it for half that. So let's say $1,000 to $1,500, and he still makes a lot of money. Okay, over $1,000 is what he's going to make. But let me show you another one, because most people don't want to go into a thrift store and buy some commercial carpet cleaner. They just don't. They want something smaller that's easier to flip. Look at this one.
You gotta look everywhere. Let's go somewhere private. So that cart was empty. No one's over there. This is where you usually find it. This again is silver. It's only $5.99. It's huge. It's heavy. Like I said, the more you learn, the more you know, the more money you're gonna make. Get out there. And by the way, I've walked by this cart like 4 times and didn't even see that. So always keep looking. Happy thrifting.
Look at that right there. $5.99 is what he paid, and this thing is going to sell for over $100. Now, most people aren't going to be like, well, that's great, but you found silver. I'm not going to find silver at my Goodwill, and you maybe won't. Maybe you're not going to find it, but maybe you go to a Goodwill bins and look at this one right here. Again, this is crazy because we see these all the time.
So I'm at the Goodwill bins, and y'all won't believe what I found. Y'all got to see this. Jordan 13s, we got Nike Dunks, Jordan 9s, and the Holy Grail, the Kobe Grinches.
Interesting. Kobe Grinches. Now you're probably thinking, well, used shoes? You want me to buy used shoes? That's disgusting. Well, maybe, but that's what some people will buy. Look at this. Okay? You want some pre-owned Kobe Grinches? Right here, size 10 with a box, $140. That sold on April 26th. Here's one that again sold on April 26th. These ones, again, Kobe Zoom Grinch 6, $287.50. Yeah, these shoes do sell. Again, you're probably thinking, well, I can't find Kobe Grinches. I don't have a Goodwill bin. Okay, maybe not. Maybe you just have a regular Goodwill store. Well, look at this. Again, another find.
Oh my God, guys. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God. Guys, my heart is literally, I'm not even kidding. This
Jinko
is the
jeans.
genuinely.
You may remember these. Okay, look at them. They're big baggy jeans. Okay, you've probably seen them before. These are these are jeans that are shorts that people were wearing back in the 90s. I remember I had some, and I thought they were ridiculously expensive back then. They cost me for a pair of shorts, which is the pockets were big as the shorts. They cost me like 65 to 80 bucks. I remember I didn't have enough money. I saved up for weeks, didn't have enough money. Well, look what they're selling for now. Right here, vintage 1990s denim Jinko men's shorts, lot of 3, all size 34 used, sold on May 19th. Okay, so yesterday, sold for $600. Then on May 19th, which is yesterday, shorts, okay, that are cut right here, ripped, right, don't have the massive pockets. These are size 34, sold for $81. Here's another one, Jinko style, okay, 24. These are vintage Paco jeans, so not even Jinko jeans, but again, that's that style. People are buying these things, okay? People are buying so many different things. It's crazy. I absolutely love going into thrift stores, going to secondhand stores, even pawn shops, and finding items you can buy and sell and make a little extra money. This is what I did for many years, still do it, still absolutely love it. But again, as time kind of goes on, and for me personally, I started to do other things where thrifting wasn't the bulk of my business, where I could do wholesaling and private labeling, and again, it's all under the reselling umbrella. Now, why am I telling you this? Simple. Because right now in this current economy, people are losing their jobs. They're losing their jobs left and right. And I'm not talking about people from big corporations, those executives that are losing their jobs, and because they're not really going to contribute much to the secondhand stores. But, and again, they could, but what's going to happen is when people are making more money and they're buying, let's say, new things like a new washer and dryer. Well, if you don't buy it from Costco and you buy it from somewhere else, you might have to pay a removal fee for the new washer and dryer. What's an easier thing to do if you're trying to save money? Just take your washer and dryer, take it to a thrift store, and then just donate it. Simple. That's what people do for clothes. They don't want to have a yard sale, or they did have a yard sale. Some of their items didn't sell, so they take the rest of their inventory and they just give it to Goodwill, give it to these thrift stores. Here, I'm going to donate to you, you sell it. And so these stores are putting these items up for sale for a fraction of the cost. What you can do, and again, this is why I'm bringing up people are losing their jobs. You can go on Facebook, you can go on Craigslist, you can go on eBay. Okay, but on Facebook and Craigslist for sure, you can go on there and you can find tools where contractors have lost their job, they need some money, and so they put all their tools up for sale. You can buy them. I had a friend recently that bought a whole toolbox full of tools. Got an incredible deal. And that was just for the toolbox, it was an incredible deal. But it was filled with tools. Even better deal. People buy cars. And I've said this before, you can buy cars and golf clubs, you can buy golf carts, motorcycles, dirt bikes, side-by-sides. Okay? Sporting equipment that people just don't want, or they need to get rid of it because they need money now to pay their bills. So, you may need your money. You may need, and you may be struggling to just afford the basics. But here's what you need to do. Here's my advice. Go to a thrift store and find a very inexpensive item, something for less than $10. That's going to sell for over $50. Okay? A very lightweight item, so something like clothes, a small electronic. My advice, okay, Bop It games still do very well. You can find little handheld games at Goodwill, these little solitaire, Texas Hold'em, things like that, where you can buy them for like $2 to $5. In some cases, they sell for $30 to $100. Go and find a few of those. List them on eBay. List them on Craigslist or Facebook. Sell them and turn your $10 into maybe $50 or $100. That's the best thing you can do. Then take that $100, take your $10, your initial investment out, So if you made $100, great. Then you're going to take your $10 out. You got $90. Perfect. Take that $90 and do the same thing over and over and over again until thrifting becomes even bigger than your actual paycheck. I guarantee it's not as difficult as many people think. It's super simple. You can do it anywhere in the US. And again, you can make some money. So I will leave you with that. Hopefully this helps you, because again, I know a lot of people are asking, I'm struggling. What do you recommend? Thrifting is what I recommend. It's the same thing that Gary Vaynerchuk recommends. Go out to yard sales, to thrift stores, find items that you can buy for a very cheap price and flip it for profit. So if you have questions, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. But again, that is what I recommend. That's the easiest thing you can do to start putting money in your pocket. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.